Hi Libra, this is going to be your love and life Lionsgate portal message. Happy Lionsgate Eve. Tomorrow is 8/8, the Lionsgate, where the star of Sirius and the sun in Leo come together, energetically mingle, and it's a time of huge opportunity for positivity, releasing negativity, opening up to new paths of happiness and enlightenment, and it's definitely a time of manifestation. So I channeled a message just for that time. If you want to know more about the Lionsgate, I will link a really good article about what the Lionsgate is and what you can do with its energy in the description below. I'll try to do that. I'll try to link an article about Lionsgate. So let's take a look at the energy coming in for you right now, Libra. I tapped into the archangels and wanted their overall advice moving into the reading. Big happy changes. Don't stop. Remain positive is at the bottom of the deck. Timing might be a little off for something, but I'm seeing down here that not the right time is more so about understanding when the right time for something is, different things are in your life, versus when you need to wait, do it now. You should have done it yesterday. Maybe you need to do it 3 months from now. You'll be understanding your own sense of timing and how you can use it timing appropriately to manifest versus holding off. But there are big happy changes coming in for you if you don't stop. The angels are saying keep going and remain positive. You're going in a really good direction right now. Things will change and go in a happy direction. But it is about your momentum, an understanding of timing, and remaining positive. If you can do those things, happy changes are on the horizon for you. Things that they want you to think about right now during this portal. Aragonite came out from the Crystal Inspiration deck. Release emotional baggage. There are things that you've been hanging on to. I believe for the next 24 to 48 hours, you will be able to easily identify where you've been holding a trauma story and replaying it in a loop over and over again. You'll be able to figure out where that baggage literally is in your body and perhaps around you in your 3D life, in your home, in your refrigerator, in your closet, in your car, in your heart, in your mind, in your body. It's time to identify and release. You are being asked to do that. Also, Rhodonite came out, find a way to forgive. These two cards really speak together. Release your emotional baggage. They're giving you a prescription here. Find a way to forgive. If you can let go of something you haven't been able to forgive yourself or someone else for, that will just aid and abet the big happy changes. That will help you remain positive, and it will help you let go of emotions that are just baggage that don't serve you. Like any emotional baggage, and forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive others, move on. Sunstone came out. I loved that Sunstone came out. It's right in alignment with the Lionsgate portal and Leo. Take pleasure in the things you do. For the next day or two, Libra, at least this week, we're always doing things that we don't really want to do and we don't really take pleasure in, and that's just a part of life. But when was the last time you really sat down and just made a list of 5 things that truly bring you pleasure? Leo season is about pleasure and play and embracing the inner child, letting that come out, letting it shine. And the activity to get you there is doing things that bring you pleasure. So at this time, really focus on taking pleasure in what you do. That's so important right now, is taking pleasure in the things you do. I love this big happy changes card. Also, I think some of you have really become inspired because I have Earth Magic at the bottom of the Oracle of the 7 Energies deck. This is basically like a combination for me. The Earth Magic card is a combination of the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Through this portal, you will feel a magic. You will feel very grounded at this time. It's a time of being excited by something and planting seeds. It's like these little stars in the ground are reaching up and they're growing through her. But conversely, I'm also seeing that she's putting that energy down into the ground. So it's a time of taking your really exciting, passionate ideas and planting those seeds quite literally. That does involve an action, right? We can do it in our mind and in our body, but when we plant that seed in the ground, it will grow back up into us and through us. So there is a time of earth magic. It is a time of earth magic and planting really exciting seeds. You're at the beginning of something. And I know this because a burst of magic and awakening genius came out with the earth magic. This week, you're going to feel a burst of magic and something, a bit of genius within you is awakening. I feel as though some of you are in the beginning of a new cycle with this Lion's Gate, Libra. You are awakening and becoming aware of what it is you have a natural aptitude for, what your genius is. Everyone has a different kind of genius. My family tells me that my genius is knowing how to load the dishwasher, how to read tarot, and how to give a good men's haircut. Maybe I have some other genius gifts, but that's what they tell me. I'm just giving you my examples. What's your genius? Like, I already know those things about myself, but maybe I could wake up to some new genius. I think that you guys could probably identify the genius that already exists in you, but there's going to be this burst of aha magic that makes you go, oh my God, like, I'm good at this. Like, I want to do this. And there's genius inside of me that can contribute to this. And you're going to plant that seed. And you're going to start to see the very beginnings of it growing underneath the surface. Don't get ahead of yourself. Just allow yourself to feel this awakening of the genius and this burst of magic and feel the seed being planted in the 3D. I believe that you will stumble upon a dream that you can make come true in the near future. Plant that seed now. It's like you're waking up. You're waking up to something that's probably one of your best qualities. Yeah. And through the astrology, the way that's going to impact your life, Earth came out for you, the sign of Cancer, the sign of Virgo, and the asteroid of Chiron. Earth, indulge in your senses. Embrace earthly pleasures at this time. Connect to the natural world. Manifesting energy surrounds you. I think your guides think if you do connect with earthly pleasures, we have 2 cards now saying pleasure, do things that you love, manifest things that bring you pleasure, do it in a very grounded and practical way, in particular, connecting to the natural world. That's going to look different to everyone and for everyone. That might be something as simple as mowing your own lawn or planting a garden. It could also be cooking really good food, doing something with your hands, something that involves connecting to the natural world, which is like, these cards aren't natural. They're made of something. This crystal is natural. I'm connecting to the natural world. It's not that there's anything wrong with these cards or technology or a cell phone or this desk, anything. But if you can connect to the natural world and natural elements, it will aid and abet in manifestation for you at this time. Cancer came out, the nurturer. Fertility surrounds you. Nurture your ideas and watch them grow. You are safe and protected on this journey. Yep. So you're going to have a burst of magic with the Lion's Portal. You're going to awaken genius. You're going to plant a seed. And Cancer is coming in to say, keep going. You're nurtured. Your ideas and your genius that's waking up, you're safe. Plant the seed. Know that you're protected on the growth journey and watch it grow. Some of you may be told this week that you are pregnant or you're able to have a baby. It's a great time to get pregnant. It's even more wonderful if you find out that you're pregnant and you get good news that your baby is safe and you're safe. That is difficult sometimes for women at different times in their life to be fertile. But fertility surrounds you right now. So mother and nurture your genius ideas because it's time to start the beginnings of a manifestation. Chiron coming out is great. Chiron talks about identifying an original wound, but we're not supposed to stay stuck in that story, that loop of that story of what the wound is. Chiron wants you to focus on new and different positive, constructive modalities of healing the wound, moving on from the wound. So it's time to let the light back in with Chiron coming in reverse. You have grieved a loss long enough. It's safe for you to let go and move on. So this is about not staying stuck in the story loop of trauma where we identify and retell the trauma story. That's necessary and that's okay, but that's not really a completion of the Chiron journey. Chiron is here to help you come up with new remedies and heal the wound and share your ability to heal wounds with others as well. If you are interested in doing any kind of teaching, nurturing work, or light work, I think this is your sign. Any kind of work that you think needs to be nurtured that will help you heal and help other people heal, this will help you with a healing journey, in particular connecting to the elements and working with your hands. And Virgo is going to help you out with that. I love the energy of Virgo and what this card says. It says, the world needs you. Honor your deep need to be of service to humanity. It's time to leave your mark. Libra, some of you clearly need to be reminded that you're special and that what you do just for yourself is great for you. But I feel like Virgo is here to say to you, hey, the rest of the world needs that too. Like, you're actually special. You're important. You can be of service to humanity. If you leave your mark, think of all the people that you could help, uplift, and touch. The world really does need you specifically, Libra. And Virgo wants you to know that. Cancer wants you to nurture your ideas. Chiron wants you to focus on the healing method and the positive story and that journey. You're awakening genius. If any of you have stumbled upon something that really excites the shit out of you that you think maybe you could enjoy doing for a hobby or would benefit you in a positive way, or maybe you could even do it for a living, here's your sign that you're going in the right direction. As long as it's bringing you pleasure and it's balancing with pleasure, you're balancing it out with pleasure, that's the direction you're meant to be going. That's what you're going to feel during this Lion's Gate. And I want to start with just your overall energy, because I did my you versus them. I did your typical spread. This is a love and life message. I am seeing something kind of relationshipy here. I do think that someone wants to know if the two of you can still be friends. But I don't know that you're going to want to do that. But at the very least, you'll be able to put some stuff behind you, because your overall energy, Libra, is Temperance, Sagittarius, the Sun, that's Leo, the Hanging Man, that's Pisces, and the Eight of Cups. Sometimes the Eight of Cups is like super shitty and sad and disappointed. And sometimes it's like we're emotionally avoidant and we don't want to address something that hurts. But in this case, Libra, I'm not seeing the Eight of Cups as something negative. These are all major arcana cards, so you are deep in the midst of a spiritual lesson at this time. And I also think that this is your reaction to everyone and everything around you. With Temperance, at this time, I think that you're ambivalent to drama. I think that a part of you is sort of titanium, where if anything negative comes at you, it'll just bounce off of you. But I'm also hearing too much of anything is not your jam right now. Temperance means moderation and calm and peace, the middle way. It's patient. It's about holding still and determining the purpose of what you do before you do it. You are a messenger to others right now. You might be visited by an angel or a deceased relative at this time as well. You are an alchemist of being able to balance your emotions and what you're passionate about with one another. You may also find a balance within your body, such as with hormones, insulin levels, things like that. Moderation is your jam right now. You will not be excessive, too much of anything, good or bad, one way or the other. And you don't want anything to disrupt that calm. That's a special kind of physical and emotional sovereignty. I can also see that you're happy as a naked little baby. This is connecting with the inner child. You're calm, but really you'll get excited when it's time. I think that you have a lot of positivity to share. You may be exposed to people that are a breath of fresh air to you, and then you will turn around and be a breath of fresh air to others. Definitely connected with the inner child, definitely feeling like all the lights in the stadium are on, definitely feeling like the glass is half full. Also feeling really calm and positive about radical acceptance. I really like these two positive cards coming before the Hangman, because as some of you have heard me say, I personally think that the Hanged Man is just about one of the most difficult spiritual lessons you can learn, because we usually tantrum our way through it. It's pretty uncomfortable to find yourself in a situation that you're hanging upside down by one foot. You may feel sort of trapped in some way, but it doesn't have to be that way. He's really experiencing enlightenment here, where his body and his soul are in alignment. You're able to see things from very different points of view, and you're able to radically accept truth. Radical acceptance doesn't mean that something is acceptable. It just means you accept everything, including yourself, for who you really are. This is a time of like a personal timeout of calm and peace. And as you feel good, it helps you also get into alignment with what is best for you, what will bring you calm and peace, what will help you see things from different perspectives, what will let you make sacrifices moving forward that you need to make on a journey, and be able to let a lot go with a lot of calm and optimism. Because this isn't always easy, and I think you're handling it just about as best as you can, letting things go. And I do see that you're letting something go. You're walking away. You're walking away from what disappoints you. I do think that someone is going to be like reaching out to you here, or they want to, and I think that this is your response to them. It's like, I have nothing but happiness to like radiate out of my body, but no one's going to get too much of a calm anything other than a calm reaction out of me. I'm letting so much shit go. I'm putting so much behind me, and you're the fool. Bye. Starting a new journey. Into the Aries North Node you go. This is being willing to take a leap of faith and experience complete and total authenticity, allowing yourself to be a newbie and a beginner. It is whimsical and easygoing. There is even some folly as well, but it's the most powerful card in the deck. Your guides want you to stop doing something, though. They want you to stop comparing yourself to other people at this time. Comparison is the thief of joy. When you compare yourself to others, you rob yourself of your own unique expression and experiencing joy. The Sun and the Fool want you, Leo and Aries want you to do two things. When these two cards show up, they do not want you to experience anything other than joy, and they do not want you to compare yourself to anyone else. Okay, so know that comparisons with others is the thief of joy. This is a message you can share with the world, and this is a message that Spirit thinks you need to hear right now. Also, it's really important to take time to rest this week. Hustle culture is exhausting. Being on the move from one goal to the next or one task to the next doesn't allow you to enjoy the fruit of your labor. You deserve rest. So watch out for hustle culture. Like, I've had to do that. I've been stressing myself out for the last 24 hours to make... I'm like behind on my astrology updates and reels on Instagram. And I was like, oh my God, it's 12 noon Pacific time. And I haven't put out like a Lionsgate portal reel. And I haven't put out the astrology for August 8th. And I'm like, stop. That's like hustle culture. What's more important to you? Like reading for Libra and Sagittarius, or doing your social media marketing? I had to stop. So when I saw this card, I was like, how can I take this advice? That's my personal example. Where is your hustle? And is it a culture? And do you have enough energy to do that over the next couple days? Spirit seems to think you will have the energy if you balance your hustle with your rest. So, just don't do something unless you can enjoy it, okay? You're supposed to be taking pleasure in what you're doing. Don't do shit just because you think you have to, or it's going to make you popular, or it's going to get you business. Like, you have to do that makes you happy and also gives you equal amount of time for rest, work, and play. Yes, those are your main messages just for you personally. But what's coming in around you? I have two kings showing up. I also have a queen. So you take this as it resonates. These could be different people in your life or different aspects of the same person. So, and it is general, and it could be opposite or in reverse, okay? Things could be opposite, roles could be reversed. The overall energy of the person around you is the Page of Cups. The way you or someone is feeling is the Five of Cups. You're being seen as justice. What you need to know or your advice is the Three of Pentacles, and the final outcome is the King of Wands. Some of you are dealing with an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius masculine. Wondering maybe if something is over. Death is here, scorpionic energy. So there is an ending, but as a final death is happening and a final transformation is taking place, there could be some kind of a resurrection from something from the past. Something from the past may resurface, but you could build upon it in a new and a different way, in a healthy way, like no bridges burned, and it can lead to something new with growth potential. With the Moon to the Ace of Cups, that doesn't necessarily mean you're supposed to get back together with an ex. It might just be the revisiting of an idea for you that's long gone, and it may come in through the form of a communication with another person. I do think it's someone from your past, because the oracle cards I have about this is Trials of Love, Lessons. Look what the cat dragged in, returns and apologizes. Perfect match. Pendulum, yes or no, round and round. One of the first things I'm hearing is someone that you haven't heard from in a long time, that you might have had a weird relationship with. They may come to you for relationship advice. I also think that this person has been through some stuff. You'll think about it, and one of you will maybe want to come back and make an amends. But I do think that someone might be wondering if you are a perfect match for them or not, or if you found another match. I have the Round and Round card at the bottom of the deck, which is a merry-go-round. I don't think this person wants to take you on a crazy roller coaster ride. I just do think they want to take one of the carnival rides with you. Maybe just a little trip down memory lane. They don't want anything too difficult. Someone may come back in and say, like, let's try again. Let's take it slow, because the roller coaster is easy, fun, predictable. The roller coaster, like, if you're not buckled into a roller coaster, you'll die. So you might be really sorry and wanting to make something right with someone. They might be wanting to make something right with you. I think they want to make something right with you, because this little Page of Cups, he's very cute. He looks very sorry. He wants to open up. He wants to be vulnerable. Clarifying this is the Two of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Tower. I think this person is considering doing something. I think this person is considering a massive shift in their perspective, maybe where they live, maybe where they work. They're trying to make a practical choice. I think that if they communicate with you and open up with you or towards something here that makes them feel vulnerable, they want to make sure it's the smart thing to do, and it's like whether or not I should do this. I think that you, or if you're approaching them, you know it would kind of blow their mind and shock them, or vice versa. But someone is feeling the Five of Cups, which is disappointment, sad, crying over spilled milk. Clarifying this is the Hangman, the Two of Swords, and Judgment. So we have Scorpio and Pisces showing up. This person might feel blocked by you. They might be at an impasse with you and about the way they think and feel about you. They definitely have regrets and they're really disappointed. I think that they are seeing things from a different point of view, even though that's difficult for them to see. They're in a situation that it's probably making them sad. They're not comfortable with. This is sort of like, there's a bit of anxiety here with the Two of Pentacles and the Tower. They're at an impasse on what to do next, or what they're willing to look at and accept and see. And Spirit is trying to tell them, look, you're really at a crossroads here with how you express your emotions, with your life path. Someone might be really waiting for you to open up to them. They want a rebirth of some kind with you. Now, you're being seen as justice. Of course you are. When I get the Page of Cups, the Five of Cups, and Justice, there could really be an opportunity for like forgiveness and healing. And you did get a card of release emotional baggage and try to forgive. Someone may be coming in to try to get forgiveness, but it could be in reverse, where you're thinking you want to talk to someone and get some forgiveness, because once you get that justice and you make something right, it will really make you feel free. I also think, though, that someone sees you serving justice in your own life, because clarifying this is the Fool, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Someone may want to work with you. They may be disappointed and bummed out, like, should I or should I not talk to Libra? Is it too late? She looks like she's really moved on, claimed her personal power, claimed her freedom. If any of you have Aries in your chart, it's like really bold. Aries does love to be in a relationship and commit, but they do put themselves first. They'll pursue their hobbies, their passions, that fire energy. With the Aries Fool, it's like you have finally found something that brings balance, honesty, fairness, all that good stuff into your life. You're going to really feel like yourself. Breath of fresh air, a whole new idea. For my feminines, it's making you feel like a leader, confident. You're really in your own power here. You can really like be your authentic self for sure. And I think that maybe this person looks at you and says, well, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for us? Like, are you going to do for some of you, it might be work related. And you're like, all right, well, as the Queen of Wands, the feminine, if she makes this choice, what does that mean for me? Like, what choice do I make next? Your choices and what you're doing might not be lining up entirely. I do think if it's just straight up romance, this person might be temperature checking you a little bit, wondering if there's still a chance to be together or talk, or if there can be something made right or some forgiveness here. But they're at an impasse about it, and they're realizing some things that they didn't before. This person needs to make changes on a personal level, or the King of Swords does. Here's what you need to know, or your advice. Because I have two kings here and the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, there could have been some kind of a triangulation or a wedge. The three of you may know each other. And it's like, I can't date you, I'm going to date the King of Wands, or vice versa. Some of you have a choice between two men. Over this week and weekend, you may be around them both at the same time. And you're going to have to maybe pick one over the other. I also think that someone, clarifying the Three of Pentacles, is the Five of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Chariot. I think that someone may want to be where you are, like physically. They may want to travel to where you are. They may want to be with you. They want to continue to spend time with you, with your family, with your friends. They regret maybe that they can't move forward quite the way they want to, but I think that the two of you are in each other's energy, and I think that they do kind of want you to see what they're trying to bring to the table, and I think that they want you to notice them. I don't think that they want to work against you. I think that they want to work with you. Definitely think they want to mend bridges that were burned and move forward. It could be someone just praying to spend time with you, but if it's a feminine, she can't decide. She is either going to hold out for you, my masculine Libras, or she's going to go in her own direction. But I think she at least wants to be friends, maybe creative collab with you. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. That is what they want to do. But the final outcome is the King of Wands. We've got this fire sign energy showing up, a very strong, confident masculine. And it's very similar to the Queen of Wands. They can fall in love and get married, but they'll usually put themselves first in a lot of ways. They'll have a passionate relationship, but not always a committed relationship. Clarifying this is the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Lovers. Okay, this might be someone new on the horizon for you. This person may also want to stay open to their other possibilities, but they struggle to know what the perfect match is for them. You may struggle to know who the perfect man or woman is for you. I think if something doesn't really work out with you, they're ready to put themselves on the market with other people, but it's hard for them because they may continuously be around you all the time or think about you, or they still want to be with you in some way. Or you may be in that scenario with two different masculines yourself, my feminine Libras. Put yourself first. Be fair and honest. It's kind of complicated, I think. And I'm hearing multiple storylines. Some of you are making it entirely about romance. Some of you, this might be a friend, a family member, coworker, boss. So I'm trying to speak in general terms. What the person in your energy wants to say to you is, this is not the way I wanted to end things. I wish we could go back in time, and you'll always have a special place in my heart. No one else can fill. I'm damaged and not deserving of your love. Okay, so there is someone who doesn't believe they deserve love. They ended things with you in a way that they didn't want to end them with you, but they also want you to know that they think you're a really special person and you'll always have a lot of meaning to them. The King of Wands did show up over here. So I don't know if the King of Swords and the King of Wands are two different people. I think they're different aspects of the same person. Their overall energy is the King of Wands. The Two of Wands, the Five of Cups, they're the Five of Cups. And the Seven of Swords, okay, they're disappointed. This is a guy that is a grand visionary, and he has it in him to be this wonderful, benevolent, inspiring, highly creative, sexy, passionate guy. If it's a man, he's just trying to pick his direction. I think that this person feels guilty or bad about something. I think they're disappointed with the way things are going. I think they have some imposter syndrome. I think this guy looks embarrassed and ashamed. If it's a feminine, it didn't work out with the King of Wands, and she might be willing to start something with you. If that's the case, my masculine Libras, you need to know that she's got some baggage. Maybe that she's bringing in like just disappointment about something not working out with someone else. Oh, just don't move too quickly and it should be fine. But this is a person not feeling great about, it's like they know what their goals are. They have confidence. Maybe their selfish side got in the way and now they're feeling disappointed and feeling insecure, maybe kind of caught in a lie. They feel like they need to tread really lightly moving forward. I'm like, well, what's that about? What's that Seven of Swords? And I have the Three of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. This is, hey, can I be where you're going to be? Can I be friends with your friends? Can we be friends? Can we still be friends? I'm wondering if you're going to be there. I'm wondering if you'll talk to me. I think there's a mild curiosity here. They do want to know if you can still be friends. I wasn't satisfied. I pulled out the Lenormand, and what this person's doing is the looking glass. They're looking at the details. The lilies. This might be like about a funeral, or maybe commemorating something. The lilies do commemorate, but it can also mean commemorating a death. And then the birdhouse, the birds of a feather. It's like, hey, does that yoga studio or that coffee shop we always met up at, is that still around? Can we spend time together there? They're looking at details. If something happened between the two of you and they're trying to come back and make something right with you, Libra, they are looking at details to see if you're really, truly over it. And they want to know if you guys could still be friends or you still have things in common. And it's like, I think it would make them happy to do that. But at the same time, it's like a part of them wants you to be over what happened between the two of you in the past. They're curious about that. Kids may be involved as well with these pages. It's like they want you to be over the hurt so that the two of you can be friends again, but at the same time, it will bruise their ego to see that you are over them and they kind of missed a window with you maybe. I do think this person does want to make amends. I think they want to know if you still see them as a perfect match for yourself in some way. I think that's just their ego wanting to be stroked to a degree. I think they want to know if you've moved on with the perfect match and yes or no. And again, I don't think they want to mess with you. I think they want to go maybe down a little trip down memory lane with you. Just take a little ride on that merry-go-round. It's nostalgic. This person also struggles to find the right relationship for them. They are the fish, which is sort of elusive, slippery. There are plenty of fish in the sea. I think that if this is a new person that you're thinking about dating or aligning yourself with in some way, Libra, for relationship, friendship, to live with, career, business, anything, you do need to check the details, look at their past, know that they've had some disappointments and some insecurities, and you need to ask more questions before you know whether or not you can align yourself with the King of Wands. But I think you have a guy that like wants you to be over them so that you guys can just be friends, but also that will hurt their feelings that you're over them and they want to be around you and they don't know how to handle it. So proceed with caution in those scenarios, Libra. In the meantime, I think maybe you should just tell everyone around you, like, I'm kind of ambivalent to what you're doing. I'm really happy. I'm good where I am. Whatever decision you make is not really like going to affect me too much. Like, I've picked my path. I've left this behind. I'm doing good. I'm not going to stop. I've had this burst of magic. Whatever you're doing is what you're doing. But be prepared for someone to kind of check in on you, want to communicate with you, want to do some stuff with you. If nothing else, it might be a way for everyone to release baggage and forgive. Justice could be served. And you could really feel free. Or you could set someone else free. Yeah, because they feel bad and guilty. All right, Libra, that's your Lionsgate portal. Sorry this was kind of long, you guys. Spirit had a lot of things to say. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. Link to the article about the Lionsgate and link to my website for private readings is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.